to do is we're going to try to make our program more robust. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fix something that we encountered in the class the other day, which under certain circumstances could make the program act in an incorrect manner. And that was about collecting data. And so here, what I want to do is I want to add in a little bit of intelligence here, so a person can't try to add two data sets at the same time, thereby creating some kind of weird situation that would cause the program to act odd. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Save Data Set button, and I'm going to do something with that, and I'm going to do something with this thing here. And so I'm going to change this thing when this thing loads. Actually, I don't even have to do it. I can do it during design time. I'm going to make this so that you can't, once you change this and you save it, you cannot change it unless you go back out of the program. Okay, so I think the most appropriate place to do it would be here. Let's see if I can get the effect that I'm looking at. What's this thing called? This is called Save Data Set Name, and this is called Data Set Name Text. Okay. So data set name txt enabled is equal to false, and what is it called? Save data set name. Okay, so during design time, when it comes in, it's enabled, so the form will be enabled here. But when we change this, then what will happen is it will be deactivated, so you cannot enter a new data set name while you're in that session. Okay, so let me go back to the previous. Let me go back from the previous screen and make sure that this works correctly. Okay, so I'm going to say calculate simulation data. By the way, what's missing on my form now? Delete thing. Okay, so we're going to do something. Actually, that was not. Is that on that form? Yeah, it was on that form. We're going to put a button in there so we don't lose our data. We're going to put another button in there here. I guess we'll do that next. Okay, so data set name. I'll just call it set one. Okay, save it. Okay, so it blanks it out. Okay, and I can get an arrival in there. Just going back here, service start, another arrival, service end. Okay, and so on. Okay, now I'm going to go back. Okay, go back to collect it again. Okay, so now it's become reactivated, and I'm starting back from where I'm at. Okay, so it looks like that works. Okay, so this should prevent infeasible situation occurring that will cause the program to get confused, since we're only going to enter one data set at a time. It is truly amazing what an application, an end user can do in terms of doing things, and so you cannot address every single eventuality, but there are a certain reasonable number of things that you can try to make the program relatively bulletproof for. Okay, so another thing that we want to do here is we want to add in another button, and this button here is going to save data. Oops, wrong. Save type. And save data. Okay. So while I'm collecting data, after I've collected data for a while, it would be a wise thing to do to save the data. Alternatively, we could actually have the data saved every time we entered some kind of arrival or some kind of service end. So we could also do that. We could also have a situation, if we wanted to, on the back button of saving the data. If you click it, you can put in this code, this workbook .save, and so what that will do is it'll save your your workbook. Okay, so you won't lose any data. How many people here have some kind of tablet or notebook computer? Raise your hand if you have a tablet or some kind of notebook computer. Okay, so there are some of you that do not. Okay, right. At one point there was a initiative. Actually, periodically there's initiatives by the College of Engineering to require students to have a notebook computer. Some colleges actually do that. They require students to have a notebook computer, and then of course half the computers break after a certain amount of time, or you may have to address that. Because one of my great fantasies in this class, okay, would be to show you that same